Hi guys, so today we're going to talk about some advice around sitting position at the desk, okay? So needless to say, ergonomic setup is very important because if you're sitting 6 to 8 hours at a desk working in that position, having good screen height is very important. And the reason why that's important is that if your screen is low, that you're not like constantly sitting, your head isn't sitting down this way the whole time, because that's going to put a sustained pressure strain on the neck muscles at the back, okay? Because your head's about 4 or 5 kilos, slightly hanging over this way. So these muscles are like check reins pulling you back. And if this is your position, looking down at the screen or with the laptop actually on your lap, then that's a lot of load for a prolonged amount of time. The neck muscles should be able to tolerate it to a certain extent, but not for like an entirety of a day. So the advice is to move regularly and get your ergonomic setup checked if you haven't done so already. Other simple advice that we want to do at the desk is if you feel that you can't get up and move regularly, then we just kick the chair back a small bit and we do a thing called seated slouch. Okay, so that's allowing everything to drop down and back up, down and back up. So you're getting a bit of movement. Reach to the side. So reach down to the side, reach to the other side. So you're going to feel that stretch down to the side of your trunk here, side of your trunk. Okay, open up the chest, bringing your arms back behind. Okay, none of this is rocket science. Okay, easy to do at the desk, doesn't require any equipment, and you do a couple of repetitions. And you'll be glad to hear the magic formula for this is do the least amount that you need to do to get the maximum result. So if you need to do this 5 times or 20 times to feel freer and lighter in your chest or your neck or wherever you feel that you're storing tension, you just do that number of repetitions. So you need to find out what works for you, all right? Some other simple stuff, people talk about like perfect posture and say like, oh yeah, I can't understand why my neck is all tight and sore because I sit perfectly at the desk like this all day long. And I would say, well, the thing is, we do need to get you to move. We need to allow you to move because just for the exactly same reasons, if you're in this position, perfect position, inverted commas, your back muscles are constantly on at that low level for that amount of time. So if you make a fist right now and you tense your arm and you squeeze, imagine your back muscles are doing that for hours, because after doing like this for a minute, your whole arm muscles will start feeling cramped up. That's what's happening on a slower scale in your back. And every day, every week, and so on, it's accumulative. Is that all right? So we want to make sure that it's okay to slouch so that you can feel that you can deliberately slouch, and that's fine for a bit of time. And you can go back up to straight. Again, you do that seated slouch again, allowing a little bit of contraction and relaxation of your muscle tissues, helps blood perfusion through the area, and that's good, okay? And by virtue of like holding this position or holding it in a leaned over position for prolonged amounts of time, that's like doing like a hyperextension exercise on hold for a long period of time, albeit on a lower level. And that's a lot of strain on your back muscles, you know, insofar as the metabolites are building up. So your back muscles have to contract, they're working, and in order to work, they produce byproducts we call them metabolites of exercise. And then that builds up in the area, so you might feel discomfort or unease or whatever it is, but that's natural. So the solution is to move, okay? Or another solution with that would be also to do some lifting in the gym or have home weights and do some back exercise like squats, RDLs and so on to build up your posterior chain strength, because that's going to help your overall back strength, okay? And that's a no-brainer. It's quite simple to do. Don't make it complicated. And if you need some advice, feel free to ask, okay? So that's some simple advice regarding posture related stuff. We'll add on a few more pieces of advice to delve into specific strength work and other movements in subsequent videos.